Ladies and gentlemen, we have seen some good price action over the last 24 hours. A decent, actually quite a good monthly candle and weekly candle close that has kept Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency market in the game here. We were under a degree of threat. We were kind of in the woods, yesterday and for a couple of weeks before yesterday, really. There was some concerning price action going on in markets in general. We remained macro bullish because the macro trends did not break. But the weekly candle close and monthly candle close we're going to see yesterday really were defining moments. If Bitcoin went and dropped below this critical monthly chart level at 61K, that would have been bad news, but luckily we've closed above it. And the same can be said about the weekly candle levels. We'll look at all of that today, and we'll also ask the question, is now the time to be buying? How confident am I that Bitcoin's actually going to go upwards from here? Is this just a short-term deviation? What's the deal with the macro structures as a whole? There's a lot of questions to ask here today. I'm going to try and skim through it, get it out as fast and as concise as possible while retaining some of the quality of that information. So let's get into it. Without further ado, we'll check out the exchanges and then we'll jump right into it. So we've got the BingX and the Bit2Nix exchanges. Guys, as you can see on the page right here, sign up to win up to 5,500 USDT in rewards, okay? And with BingX, it's the same story, but 4,000 instead. So 5,500 on Bit2Nix, 4,000 on BingX. Regardless of whether you win it or not, you'll get a 15% trading fee discount on every single trade you make regardless if you sign up with my referral link down below in the description or the pinned comment. These are very good exchanges. They're very low in trading fees. They've never been hacked before, and you can get even cheaper trading fees with my referral link and also a chance to win that cash bonus just for signing up and making your first trade. So check them out down below. Let's get straight into the content here. So let's recap and review what happened yesterday on that weekly and monthly candle close. It's actually more like this morning instead of yesterday. It's this morning, really. Let's check it out here. So we have, of course, the 61K level in green, which we've vaguely been holding for support in the entirety of this price range on every single retest. It has held except for one singular retest right here. That was the 57K retest that I've double circled. And that retest was a justified deviation. Justified deviation we saw to come downwards and test the bottom of the channel on the daily chart RSI, as well as the weekly chart indicators, which are the bull market support band. Another one would have been the pi cycle center lines. Another one would have actually been a 13-year ascending support line in yellow on the screen here, stemming backwards from 2011. We'll look at this more in depth in a second, but that was retested at 57K. For the most part, 57K is not actually the range low. The range low is 61. And that's identified by the monthly candle. We look at the highest ever monthly candle close we saw, and that was 61K back here in 2021, in the 2021 bull market. And if we zoom across at a horizontal line on that level, you can see we've been acting, as a major support zone, basically at the 61K level. And so I said very clearly, we need to hold that level on the monthly candle in order to maintain skin in the game here for Bitcoin. If we broke down from that level, that would be a devastating blow to the macro structure as a whole. Okay, this is a level we've held for 4 consecutive months. Breaking down from that level would send us downwards for an indefinite period of time, right? But definitely, we're talking months. So it would have been a significant setback, and it would have destroyed a lot of macro structure. Because generally speaking, well, actually, always, we don't break down from structural levels in a bull market, right? You can say, what do you mean? We've gone downwards so much before in previous bull markets and still ended up in a macro upwards trend. It's like, yeah, you're right in saying that. But every single time we drop downwards, we didn't break the structural foundations of the move. So you look at 2017, for example, give it a second to load in here. We have to go on a different chart, actually. That's why it's not loading in. We'll go to the BitGet chart. Or we'll go to the Kraken chart, we'll look at 2017. It's like, yeah, these moves, they were big moves. We corrected downwards, 40% on multiple occasions, but every single move downwards maintained structure. It's the structure that matters, not the percent. You look at the structure, we had a support line right here. We came down and retested it. Same story right here, a support line that formed. If we zoomed in, we could see it more precisely, retested it. Same thing over here. Again, not breaking below the prior high, retesting the prior high on certain candles. You look at bring out the bull market support band. It's not just about horizontal support. It's about, indicators as well. What do? We went downwards 40%, yes, but we retested bull market support band and maintained in an upwards trend. This happened multiple times. I've circled 5 separate occasions right there. So again, just get that out of your head. It's not really the percentage drop that matters. Like, yes, okay, Bitcoin is not down that much, all things considered, from its high at 73K. It's the structure that matters, okay? That's why the monthly chart is so important, because the monthly chart shows us that there is a clear structural level at 61K. And not only the monthly chart, but it's not only the monthly chart that shows us that, it's also the daily chart. Just looking at short-term price action, this has clearly been the bottom. And you look at the 13-year ascending support line in yellow, 61K is where that support line is sitting right now. It's where we were threatening to break below on that candle that was not closed yet. We've luckily come upwards and closed above it. It's great to see. It really is great to see. All the other indicators, bull market support band. Again, we've closed within that bull market support band instead of below it, which we were threatening to do yesterday. So we've seen good weekly candle and good monthly candle closes. We've covered that quite enough now. I think we've been speaking about that for a long period of time. The closes have now eventuated and they were good. Okay, they were good closes. Were they excellent? Not necessarily. We could have gotten above the bull market support band as a whole, but you can't really complain. We held on to the levels we needed to hold on to. There's nothing bad about what we saw. But are we ready to start buying again? That's the question that we've got to really answer, because Bitcoin now is in a decent position. It's held onto the levels, it's bought itself some more time, but it's not necessarily out of the woods. We haven't actually seen breakouts, right? What we've done is we've held the critical levels, but we haven't actually broken upwards yet. In order to break upwards, in order to actually, confirm a new, renewed medium-term upwards trend on Bitcoin, we need to be seeing breakouts of certain zones. What do we need to be seeing breakouts of? So, one thing we could see a breakout of that would be pretty good on short term is this yellow line right here, stemming back from the 13th of June. That's something we could break above because that's what we've actually rejected from. That's what marked the top of this local move here. But if we're talking on a more macro scale, when would you be, adding to your current macro positions? Because you shouldn't have really sold. You shouldn't have sold your Bitcoin, that's for sure. And most of your altcoins you should be holding onto as well, because they all kind of held their critical levels. But where would you add more? Where could you buy more? Where are we going to be confident that we're going to be reaching new highs? Well, that would only come, in my opinion, above 67K. All right. At 67K, I think we would have seen adequate confirmation that Bitcoin is completely out of the woods and completely ready to breach upwards to new all-time highs once again. Because at 67K, in my opinion, we will have broken above, well, this is just a fact, really. We will have broken above this yellow line right here. We will have broken above the 67K major resistance box, okay, which held us downwards for a month and a half of continued retests throughout this period that I've just drawn a square around of. It's also a level that held for support on multiple occurrences over a month between May and early June. Okay, so 67K for that reason alone would be a massive level to get over. Another reason is we have a descending channel on Bitcoin that kind of spans throughout the entirety of this price range, stemming back from February. And if we break 67K, I see no reason why that RSI level will not have broken as well. Another reason is the bull market support band. The bull market support band is moving upwards rapidly as we speak, and breaching 67K will get us above that level definitively. Another reason is the Pi cycle yellow line, okay, which is the high short EMA on Pi cycle. In yellow on the screen here, you can see it. Getting above 67K would breach above that as well. That is a level that led to the bottom at 57K, as well as the bottom back here in January, which is during the ETF correction at 39K. Okay, so it's a very important level. And on top of all of this, if we get above 67K, we will also be getting above, most likely, the bull market support band on the total 3 cryptocurrency market cap chart, which would get us back in a strong position on altcoins to potentially start seeing an altcoin season. Okay, until that happens, we won't see an altcoin season. So in my opinion, we are holding on to the key levels. We're not out of the woods yet. But we've kind of kicked the can down the road and we're doing okay. But the next step for Bitcoin is actually confirming the strength. It's got itself in a good position. It's ready to start running the 100-meter sprint, but it hasn't taken off. It hasn't quite taken off yet. This video has been filled with weird analogies. I've just noticed that. So I'll be keeping a close eye on Bitcoin. It's great to see these weekly and monthly candles come in good, but it hasn't quite confirmed a new medium-term upwards trend. Do I think it will occur? Yes, I do. I'm confident. I'm actually confident about Bitcoin here. I think we will end up going upwards. I've never really strayed from that opinion. There were periods of time where I was concerned, but I've never flipped macro bearish. I don't think there was any confirmation that this move was a macro bearish move. We haven't broken below the macro levels. Again, I've been stressing throughout this entire price range as people have been getting very, very stressed. I've been saying we cannot make macro decisions based on short-term price action, okay? You don't sell your positions until the macro breakdown has occurred, and you don't buy your positions until the macro breakout has occurred. So let's follow that logic here, right? Why didn't we sell? We didn't sell because there was no macro breakdown. Why are we not buying here? We're not buying here because there's no macro break up, okay? Very simple stuff. 67K for me is where I will be adding to my positions and getting confident in new all-time highs from a regular structural TA perspective. Right now, I'm sitting and I'm waiting. I'm not selling, I'm not buying. Am I confident? Yes, I am confident. I'm cautiously optimistic here. We've seen some good signs. We just need to see that validation. And let me tell you this, as I've said over and over again, if we do see that validation, I see no reason why we won't see a regular altcoin season with a parabolic bull market. So get ready for that. That should be very exciting to you, and it's very interesting to see what's going to happen here next. Let's keep an eye on it, guys. Right now, we've got some short-term resistance levels. Again, this yellow line right here. There's a couple of resistance zones in this price range, 63.4K, 64.5K. We'll keep an update on those in the following videos. This video is really just about showing you where Bitcoin is and how I'm reacting to the situation. So let's see what happens next. Guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Check out the VIP group sale. We've got a sale on VIP lasting 7 days. If you want access to trading signals, okay, a 24/7 group chat, immediate access to all of the pending signals right now, and membership until the 1st of April 2025, you can make that purchase to $300 US, which is a very, very good price for a VIP group on Telegram. We've got a 77.5% win rate, which is exceptional over the course of 18 months of trading results. It's all transparent. It's all there. Go ahead and check out the YouTube community post for more information. On my channel page, or just go directly down to my link below on Telegram. You can find all the info there as well. Again, the exchanges, BigX and BitGet, sign up with my links below, global non-KYC, discounts and rewards with my referral link. And then finally, the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader 10-unit course is having a bull market sale. You'll get a discounted price for a limited time. All the information is on the website. Check it out if you're interested in learning how to trade in a structured university-style format. Very good value there, so check it out. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you tomorrow. Cheers.